Hey everyone, I hope everyone's having a great time tonight at the banquet, and I'm really sad I couldn't join in all the fun. Stinking nationals. Just kidding. So I may be a good diver, but speaking is not one of my fortes, so just kind of bear with me on this. It might be a little rough at times, so just kind of laugh with me. Alright, first I want to thank the boosters. You truly mean a lot to this team, and you do so much for us, and I just wanted to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I know you guys put so much time into what you do, so thank you very much. I'm really going to miss you guys next year. I would also like to thank the swim coaches, Steve, Jess, Ryan, and S. Although you didn't really coach me, it was great to have you guys support the divers the way you did, and I'm really going to miss you all next year. I know it was hard at times to fit the divers into your practice times, but I thank you for making us feel like another swimmer on the team. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Oh gosh, John, I don't even know where to begin. Saying thank you would not even express what I have to say to you. Stepping up this year in coaching was the best thing that has happened to me all 4 years of my high school career. Don't get me wrong, the first 3 years were good, but I couldn't take another year of talking to the wall at practices and meets. You made practice so much fun, and you knew how to get work done also. Coming straight from work and then going straight down to pit, we really can't thank you enough. You truly mean the world to me, and I can't thank you enough. I don't know what I'm going to do next year, but keep your phone handy because I might need a pep talk or two in Arizona. Thank you so much again. I would also like to thank my family. I know they're at nationals with me, but right now, but taking time to take me to practices and cooking me late night meals, supporting me throughout my whole diving career. I truly can't thank them enough, and I love them more than the world, and I don't even want to think about next year being without them. So the next part of my speech is kind of different. I just wanted to tell a story kind of about my diving career and an obstacle that I faced that kind of helped me grow up, and hopefully it'll inspire some of you guys, some of the younger guys, and even seniors now. Hopefully you'll be inspired by this. What is fear? I'm going to tell you a story about the first time I ever really experienced fear in my diving career. John, you're probably sitting there laughing at me because I've experienced fear every day at practice, but it's a little bit different. Alright, in 2004, I made my first national championships as a competitive diver. However, on the ride down to North Carolina, I felt something I had never felt in my diving career, real fear. I walked into the pool that day and was completely overwhelmed. With Olympians warming up, sponsor signs hanging all around the pool, cameras getting ready to film each and every diver, I asked myself over and over again, what in the world am I doing here? Unfortunately, as I started to practice, I literally forgot how to dive. You're probably all sitting there like, what? Sam Pickens forgot how to dive? Oh no, it happened. I forgot to believe in myself. As competition day rolled around, I lost all faith in myself and my ability to dive. I could barely warm up, and by the end of warm-ups, my coach was planning on pulling me from the competition, and I was planning on quitting this sport forever. I knew that was the last thing I wanted because I had come all this way and my parents were watching. As the competition began, I started out pretty strong and pretty steady. I had 2 dives to go, and I went up to the board on my last dive, and I froze. I completely froze on that diving board. I just stood there thinking about the past few years I'd been diving, my coach, my parents, everything, but I couldn't get off the board. After 2 minutes of standing on the diving board, the judges told me to get off, and I got all zeros on the dive. I came over to where my towel was and sobbed. I had never failed a dive with such embarrassment before. At that moment, I knew I had failed myself, my coach, and even my parents. I couldn't get up there and do my last dive. After I was sitting there for a while, a young woman came over to me and she sat down. She was the mother of an Olympian. She looked me in the eye and told me that everyone messes up sometimes. It's part of who we are. She told me her daughter has failed numerous dives, but look at her now, an Olympic hopeful. She never gave up, and she worked through each dive like it was brand new. She told me to suck it up and get up on that diving board and show everyone in that pool area what I was made of. I was a little hesitant, but I listened to that lady, and I went into my own little world, and I told myself that I could do that last dive. As I got onto the diving board, I went to the end, turned around, and I did it. I finished that competition with so much confidence and faith in myself. I learned a lot that day. I learned that everyone messes up sometimes, but it takes a strong person to be able to get up and prove to everyone and yourself that you can actually do it and you can overcome that fear. I've heard countless times from my coach that your diving career isn't defined by how many titles you win or where you finish in your meet. Your career is defined by how you come into practice each and every day and represent yourself on a daily basis. It's about knowing you gave it your all and enjoyed it every step of the way. I learned that most specifically at that national competition. I learned that you don't have to win every single meet or be a national champion to become a great athlete. You have to have the attitude of someone who won't let fear override your abilities. Whether it's a dual meet, Whippeals, states, or nationals, it's not about whether you win or lose. It's about how you represent yourself and carry yourself on that pool deck. So I just wanted to tell everyone, whether you're at nationals or you're at a dual meet, it's not about whether you win that race or that event. It's about how you portray yourself and the way you interact with others and how you treat yourself. We all may be hard on ourselves at times, me, myself included, but think about all the opportunities that have been presented to you and leaders you're becoming by just carrying yourself with a positive attitude, whether it be at practice or at competition. So seniors, whether you're going to college or not, don't let the fear of being a freshman take over your ability to be yourself. Everyone, be confident in yourself and enjoy the journey every step of the way.